I'd now like to introduce our poet laureate, McDermott Matheric, who will be reading 2 original poems, one written for today and the other by the request of the commission that was written for a previous Memorial Day celebration.
The first piece I'm reading was inspired by a poetry workshop about understanding our parks and the importance of our parks. So this poem was written for this park today. A scene in Veterans Park. A flag unfurls in the airless breeze. Ripples of stars and stripes whispering prayers in the quiet dawn. A ballet of shadows among the oaks who stand guard in silent rows. If you listen closely, you can hear the dog tags jingle like wind chime songs. A melody sways as sunlight pirouettes through the branches over a sun-kissed earth. Remember those who surrendered their tomorrows for ours? As poppies bloom in crimson, we circled the flagpole, speaking not only of the loss, but of legacy. Sorrow's gravity pulls, but gratitude blossoms eternally, the buoyancy through histories. The first scarlet streak of sunrise paints the eastern tree line, as crocuses blaze crested drifts, purple and yellow, bright against the fading white. A mourning dove's solitary coo breaks the silence in a melancholy salute to those fallen, those sacrificed for the greening renaissance about to begin. The air whispers a warm breath of earth, loomy and rich, with the decay of last year's growth. A single raindrop drums. Nature's soldiers are mustering for a new offensive. Life's fresh recruits mass in greater numbers every day. Marching in a bird-song battle hymn, they honor the perished of renewal, salute the fallen by blooming again. The second piece I'm reading, I actually wrote for the first Memorial Day event that I was invited to. It was a tribute to a very good friend of mine who was a casualty, as Commissioner Brody spoke about. He was a casualty after war. He ended up taking his own life from his own struggles that he was dealing with. Remembering is forgiving. For Sergeant Alan Edwin Kaufman, U.S. Army. If you think of me, think of all your liberties and recall, by Billy Ray Cyrus. The other day, my daughters explained to me what it means to be an American. They talked about Columbus sailing the ocean blue in 1492, about their amber waves of grain, the cherry tree, the preamble, amber waves of grain, with liberty and justice for all, until finally, the 6-year-old asked, "What is Memorial Day after all?" A ringing hum rides her bullet-borne question. The answer lodges like a fishbone in the throat. Well, I could give her the family-friendly approach about the first beach-filled days of summer. A work day off, charcoal-fired barbecues, and 21-gun salutes around flagpoles, and then have her recite the Pledge of Allegiance wearing red, white, and blue while waving a 3x5 Star-Spangled Banner. But do I tell her days are sometimes made of shrapnel and blood? Should I describe how the shrapnel that pierces the flesh doesn't damage as much as the shrapnel that shards the soul? Do I speak about soldiers lucky enough to come home, who look the same as when they deployed because their families can't see the scars hidden inside? Do I mention the loved ones of the unlucky, who act like they're fine and live out their days pretending that there isn't a vacant seat at the dinner table every single night? I could try to ignore the thoughts of bayonets backed with musket balls, Black Hots with M240 Bravos and weapon slings, streets rolled with Sherman tanks or shorelines dotted with destroyers. I could force myself to forget Hiroshima boiling, Pulitzer Prize winner images of our boys, their limbs decorating rice paddies in Nam, and the Twin Tower plumes of ash looming over Manhattan. But I don't. The song all gave some and some gave all crackle in my head like a distant radio. What I must share is an honest history book of memories, not leaving space on any page, no service left white. So armed with my pen, I write of war, of warriors in death, trying to deliver in my best 6-year-old words the honest unpleasantries of freedom. Sometimes as a poet, a poem is all I can give. Sometimes as a mother, the facts are all I can give. Sometimes all I know is what I have to give. It's like raising the flag at Iwo Jima, or planting them at the headstones of Arlington, or remembrance in peace and with love. Sometimes this is all I can give you. Thank you.